Happy New Year!
Hello everyone, welcome to Short Rest. My name is Dani. That is
Deanna, hi!
And we are here with another dating sim. This one is not quite as crazy as the last one. It's very sweet. We're thinking it's going to be really fun. We're very excited for it. But before we get started and start playing, we're going to do a few announcements. So welcome to Short Rest. We're going to shout out our first partner, Joint Chiropractic. With all the stress of fighting monsters, even adventurers need adjustments. To keep the magic flowing, visit one of the Joint Chiropractor's 700 nationwide clinics where they aim to provide affordable and convenient chiropractic care to all communities. Answer the call to adventure and get your first examination, consultation, and adjustment for only $29. Of course, we got to shout out Nine Realms Gaming. To our partner, they create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods this realm has to offer. Visit www.ninerealmsgaming.com and use our exclusive partner code LIAR10 to get 10% off. And then, of course, we love Mithril Armory. They create unique tabletop RPG items for everyone to enjoy on their adventures. You can grab their tin 20. Do you have a tin 20, Deanna?
Yes!
Yeah, we got two tin 20s here. I don't know how this happened. Ooh, they shiny.
Wonderful. I have to hold them in front of my face so my green screen doesn't eat them, but they're lovely.
And D&D graphic tees on their website now at mithrilarmory.com. And of course, they just launched their Kickstarter. We will be, well, I don't know, by the time this airs, we will be done with their Kickstarter. But Dragonheart Dice, super successful. They did an amazing job to fund it. Yeah, if you ever get the chance to go back it and buy them after the fact, you should definitely do so. And then let's see, we want to shout out Tabletop Audio for the ambiance and music we use from time to time. All of this audio is amazing and completely free to use in your own games, but please consider supporting Tim on Patreon so he can continue to make amazing sound sets. We currently support him and encourage you to do so as well. We'll put a link to his website in chat. And of course, Stargazers, our baby, is live on our website at inkandlyre.com and Drive-Thru RPG. It's very exciting. There you can also grab our Astral character sheets, NPC star charts, and our Astral Game Master suite that includes an initiative tracker, magic item maker, and printable condition makers. So go check that out now, please. Please support us. We love you. We hope you love us too.
Something mildly threatening in that tone. We love you.
I mean, if you love us, you'd be buying our stuff, right?
This is how you get our little heart points in our dating sim. Senpai, will you please back our Kickstarter book?
That's what we need to do one of these days, is make a Dani and Deanna dating sim that people can play.
Just bring Dani food and let them go to sleep. And they're 100% on an even keel.
Just give me sushi and a pillow and a lap. I'm good. Good to go.
No, now you're just like, what's his name? Laurent.
What is his name? The one that wouldn't get out of your bed.
Laurier. That's just
Laurier.
You just.
I mean, I will ask consensually first, I guess. I would just be like, "This is my bed now." Okay. So let's see. So this is the very beginning. First time we've ever played this.
Oh yeah. I wanted to do something very earnest. It looks so cute. And then we'll get back to the horny boys, I promise. It just looks so adorable. It's free to play on Steam. There are DLC. They can add like further love interests and plot points. I think you can get married. But we're beginning at the beginning with brand new save, figuring out our life with this beautiful little Dani in the corner here with the teal hair representing.
That's me staring lovingly at my older self, I guess. I thought they were different people, but I guess they're not. I hope they're not.
I got a text from Dani earlier. It was just like, these characters look exactly the same. It's the same person.
Like, that's probably why. You can blame Deanna for this wholesomeness that we are about to experience. And it actually has choices. Yay. Because
Yes.
the last one had choices.
Well, no, I read up on it. There is a choice. We will have to choose whose route we want to see in that one. And they don't even follow. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. You
but
don't
this one
even
has
get
more
the
choices. We can make bad choices and hopefully good ones so that we don't get broken up like the first 5 seconds of the game. Okay, let's see. I can't continue because we haven't played yet. So new file.
Okay, and I'll see if I need to move my head or your head. Probably will need to move one of the heads here in a second.
Okay. Welcome to our life, beginning and always. Tutorial time. Ooh, it needs a tutorial. There are various ways you can customize and interact with the game. This tutorial is an overview of how certain features work. You can read the full tutorial from the main menu to learn about everything in detail. To start off, the game is divided into 4 time periods called steps. Step 1 is childhood, Step 2 adolescence, Step 3 young adulthood, and Step 4 adulthood. Our life is further divided into sets of vignettes, ooh, fancy, that take place during specific periods of time. These are called moments. Moments can be played in any order or skipped entirely. You move on to the next step whenever you want by selecting that summer is ending. Oh, it's like a summer romance.
Yeah.
Steps 1 to 3 include 5 moments each, and even more can be unlocked by purchasing DLCs. Some are out now, and other DLCs will be released later on. So if we really like this game, maybe we'll get some of the DLCs.
Yeah,
It's gotta impress us first.
We'll see. I've seen a lot that Cove is a best boy, but we'll see what we think. I know you have more experience with choosing romanceable options in video games. Like, for me, it begins and ends with Alistair from Dragon Age Origins, and that's it. That's what I look for in a video game man.
Every single dating sim, Deanna's just like, where's Alistair?
Where is Alistair?
Is that like your like peak man, Alistair?
I like how stupid he is.
Wow, okay. Moving on.
He's very sweet. He's very sweet.
Stupid and sweet. That is Deanna's type.
They need me to protect them. I think I want to protect these men, you know? We'll see what Cove is like.
A lot of protecting.
Sure.
Alistair, the one in the full armor set and the sword.
Yes,
He
but
needs protected emotionally.
Yes, exactly. He keeps holding up flowers and going, wow. And I'm like, all right, I have to protect him.
This is why you like Finn so much.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel bad for going with the wow.
Wow. Step 4 is an epilogue and doesn't include moments. Okay, your turn to read the
All right. I want to go full, like, Allegra commercial. A lot happens over the years that go by, especially in regard to the character you play as. You determine nearly everything about the main character: name, appearance, personality, pronouns, interests, skills, their relationship with major characters, and so on. You can decide to change the details as time goes on, with a few exceptions. Your last name, skin tone, and eye color can't be altered once set. I'm going to have to move your head so that I can see the text. Much of the main character's basic traits are determined on character creation screen. As the main character grows up, more options become available on screen.
Okay.
You
can cover this one? Okay.
Yeah.
As mentioned, one of the decisions you'll get to make for your character is selecting a name. You can type in any name you like, or you can pick a preset name. Preset options are called voiced names because the name will be voiced aloud by the romantic lead. Ooh, okay. So we get to hear his voice. You'll get to hear him say your name as you play through the story. Maybe we should do that. You want me to keep reading?
Oh no, only the default name, Jamie, is included in the base game. Hundreds more can be added by getting a free voice name expansion DLC. I'm fine with Jamie.
Jamie's cute.
Yeah. The full collection of names is separated out as a DLC because of how large it is. If you're not interested in that feature, you don't need to get it. I think it was the people who backed the game on Kickstarter got to have their names added. Like, the early backers of the game. I don't know if it was Kickstarter. But they got to be...
I could have had Cove say my name if I backed.
There might be a Dani in that list. It's possible.
I mean, it's not that uncommon of a name, I guess.
Each name in the DLC belongs to or was selected by someone who supported this project. See? I know the lore!
It's gotta be a Dani. On the character creation screen, there's a cute doll you can decorate to get an idea of what your MC looks like with the different traits put together. Not all the things you decide about the MC appear on the doll. The script referencing what you've decided for the MC is the main way those decisions influence the game. This is really intense for like a free game. That's pretty cool.
For a free visual novel, they appear to have given a hoot, which I appreciate.
It's like a huge amount of character creation. Our life has a first-person perspective, so your character doesn't appear next to other character sprites. You only see the MC as the decorative doll and in special cut-in CG images. Okay. The cut-in CGs only appear if certain choices are made. It's possible not to see any during a playthrough, so we have to make like really good choices probably. There's also a second... Oh, is it your turn?
Excuse me. There's also a second type of special MC-based screen, the interest/comfort screen. Okay. Unless you get DLCs, the game only has one love interest, Cove Holden. He grows up with the main character, and the interest comfort screen is crucial for determining how that plays out. Alright. Interest level sets how much you like him. There are 4 levels: disinterest, fond, crush, and love. Love is only available in step 3, and if you were at fond or crush in step 2. Comfort determines how you generally react or think when it comes to him. There are 3 levels: nervous, relaxed, and direct. So
your level of interest and comfort will set the type of dynamic your character has with the love interest. What you did in the past will influence the present, and feelings can change over time. You get to pick your interest comfort near the beginning of every step. I hope this isn't like Dragon Age where you do something and they're like, I disagree and I hate you forever.
Cove disapproves.
Yeah, and now you can't love him. Comfort can switch between the 3 levels as you please. Your interest level can only stay the same or increase.
You can choose to be disinterested in him the entire time. The most exciting. Your current level of interest will become the new lowest option on the screen in the future. For example, if you decide to be fond in step 1, disinterest will not be available on the screen in steps 2 and 3, which will make fond the bottom level option for your relationship.
So you can't go backwards. I guess that's good.
Yeah.
Interest level has an impact when it comes to physically interacting with Cove. While growing up, things are rather simple. If you get along with one another and have a close relationship, you can choose to touch him. And Cove will occasionally interact with the MC in lighthearted or comforting ways. But starting in step 3, touching can become more romantic or suggestive if you're at crush or love. To make sure things go nicely with that, there will be an extra choice to determine initiative level and a bonus mini tutorial that goes along with the choice to explain the feature in more detail.
Basically, even if you decide you like Cove, the game won't force you to act on those feelings. You can always choose not to get together with him, choose not to accept or give romantic gestures, etc. Even if you do decide to date Cove, though, you can't break up with him later. Okay.
With him for life, you have to marry him.
You have to marry him. That's what the DLC is for. So you got to be sure. Interest and comfort gets the basics down, but it's the choices that appear throughout the normal game events that decide what actually happens between the main character and Cove.
And it isn't only the MC who is impacted by your decisions. Cove grows and changes over the years. How he's treated and when he experiences help shape who he becomes.
Most importantly, I've seen that once he becomes a teenager, there are several different hairstyles that he can end up with, and some of them are significantly better than others, and I believe that our choices will affect his haircut considerably.
And if we have him settle on a horrible one, he might like hold it against us later. Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
He's like,
but like there's one where he's like a surfer boy and one where he's a nerd and one where he's alt. Like we can say, here are your hobbies now. Appeal to me.
Okay. It's not like if we're like, oh, take the nerd haircut. Later he's going to be like, you thought that this was cute. Well, I was ugly and I don't like you anymore.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
This seems very complex. This game has a lot of avenues. In step 2 and step 3, Cove's personality, appearance, and interest will vary based on what happens in the next step.
It's something of a mystery exactly how your decisions end up changing him. You can try to guess as you go along. Or, if you prefer, you can also just design your own ideal Cove directly using the Cove Creator option that pops up at the beginnings of step 2 and 3. No! I want to be surprised.
We want to shape him. He is our clay. He is our Galatia. Is that Galatea? Galatia?
Galatea? Yeah, it's Pygmalion and Galatea, right?
He's our Galatea. We have to shape him. I guess that is technically Cove creator. We want to like shape him through our choices.
Yeah, we want to shape him very slowly, like a river through a canyon. It's all very deep. Making the choices you want is always more important than making a choice because you feel like you have to in order to get a certain result.
When a choice does appear, usually you'll see that hovering the cursor over an option shows a certain color, yellow, blue, or green. The colors aren't related to specific points or effects. They're only there to give a bit of insight on the tone and motion of the choice, since text alone could potentially be read in more than one way. Blue tends to be casual, straightforward, yellow more emotive, reactive, and green less certain, uncommitted.
Though there are hundreds of options in our life, and not every choice menu falls in line with that pattern. Picking just one color every time doesn't give a gameplay benefit. Only stick to a certain type if that's what you happen to like. Otherwise, switch between them freely. Always pick yellow, never pick yellow, pursue romance right from the start, never romance the love interest, be disagreeable or amiable. None of them will lead to a bad ending. Ah.
You know why else this is your game? Because there's a lot of rules.
I love rules. I don't think these are rules for us. Like, it sounds like we can do whatever, and it's just letting us know you can do whatever, but in a long way.
It's just trying to reassure us that we're beautiful, and whatever we decide will matter. You're welcome to enjoy the events and shape the story without reservation. And then if you like, you can play again to try something new. There's only ever more good content to discover. We hope you'll have a nice time with our life. Thank you for playing. Do we get to play it now?
I think so.
Hey! Okay.
Okay, who are we making? I was thinking because we had to for Neko Catboy Paradise, that's not the name of the game, Catboy Paradise, we had to be a she. I was thinking we could be a they or a he in this one.
Okay, yeah, let's do a he. Let's do it. Okay, so we want plain T.
Okay.
Oval, peach, square. I mean, we're 8. I don't know if we need a square jaw. Round, or chubby.
Ooh. What's the vibe we're going for? Do we want to be like a little trickster, a little... I was gonna say a little shithead. That's not what I mean.
Do we want to be like super coquettish? Do we want to like seduce Cove?
I don't know. I feel like when you're 8, you shouldn't really be seducing anyone.
Wait, are we changing this avatar with every age, or?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think this is just like the vagueness of what our face looks like.
Okay. Okay, so have you heard anything about Cove? Like, is he supposed to be like a cool guy?
I know when he's a kid, he's kind of... I know the first thing that happens in the game is that his dad pays you to hang out with him. That's all I know about Cove. So he's kind of a little loser in the beginning. That's all I know about the actual gameplay. So I feel like we should be kind of cool. I like the idea of being like a little mischievous kind of character, or...
Okay.
Because I feel like that comes pretty naturally to you, a little bit of chaos and being maybe the more confident one out of the two of them.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so what kind of face do we want?
What does a mischievous face look like? I feel like one of the pointier ones, like the peach or the sharp one, maybe.
I don't know what it is about the peach one, but it looks so weird to me.
Okay, we don't have to do that one.
I like the pointed or the oval. Which do you like?
Let's do the oval one, because it looks like the most basic face possible. I enjoy that.
We want the basic? I thought we wanted to be like cool. Fine, we'll do the peach, since you love peach.
No. Let's do the sharp one. Let's do the sharp one, so that we're not boring and we're not...
Pointed. We're very sharp. Okay, skin tone, olive, tan, brown, dark brown. Hey, oh god, I don't want that one. You like melt into the background. And peachy. Here's a peachy skin tone for your peachy ass. He's just a big peach running around.
Let's go with peachy.
Okay. He's gonna burn out in the sun. Okay.
I want some pointy eyelashy eyes.
Okay. Oh, like that?
Ooh, maybe.
Ooh, that look.
Oh, I like oval one.
That's some bedroom eyes.
Yeah. for an 8-year-old. That's aggressive. I feel like that's a lot.
Look at this lazy one. He looks so sleepy. And then there's this one where he just doesn't care. And then there's this one where they look innocent.
That's the dead mom eye shape from anime.
Dead mom.
Yeah. She's got like, the side braid too, and then those eyes that are shaped like that. She's not gonna live past the first episode.
She's like, I'm so sweet, and I make my child breakfast, and then I'm gonna die of like getting murdered or something.
I'm gonna die of murder. I liked the oval one. That one, yeah.
Okay. All right. Brown, beige, yellow.
Oh.
Are we a demon? Like
maybe.
Ooh, gold, orange, red. Oh, okay, I think they're just gonna give us all the options under the sun. Pink, purple, blue, green, gray. Okay, so not all of them, but a lot of them.
I dig green and red. So like
You want green or red?
I feel like the red is super intense demonic energy, and then the green is for Finn and you, because I associate that now with a little bit of chaos.
The green eyes?
Yeah.
Well, we're not making me.
We're not making you. So then you pick an eye color.
Red.
Okay.
Okay, well, the other thing is hair. Oh gosh, okay.
So I think this might be our 8-year-old hair, because this feels like something we can change over time, like a lot more.
This hairstyle's kind of cute.
The little curly one?
I do not like this one.
Okay.
You look like a 20s like lady. The flapper. Oh, there's that. A swoosh. You got the limp hair.
Oh, that was my hair.
That, which is like grudge.
Yeah.
That, which is hideous.
It's locks, I think. It looks weird on a white. It says it's locks.
Oh, okay. I don't like the part.
Yeah. No, it looks like a haunted doll. This is what Cynthia's looking like right now.
I mean, Ludin did give her his hair, so...
Yeah. Okay, so Cynthia could have locks.
I feel like... Okay. Oh. These are all horrible. Oh no. Okay. Oh no.
Oh.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Oh
my goodness. I'm hoping we get to change our hair when we're an adult. I feel like
I like this one.
I kind of like a little bowl cut. It's like, I had no choice. I'm 8.
We should be paying Cove's dad to hang out with us if that's our haircut, okay?
He's like, you look like a loser. You'll accept payments.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's so much hair.
Many. Oh, two-tone is kind of cool. As an 8-year-old, though, I don't know if
that's a little bit.
We would have had the
access. Teenage years.
Wow, so many options.
I kind of want to go back to the beginning. Jeez, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I liked the second one. That one. Just the little curly baby hairs. Or did you have a preference?
That looks cute. I like that one the best too. Okay, pulled back. Oh, these are kind of cute. Oh.
The short one is cute.
Which one?
The short one. I feel like we have short
this
hair.
One?
Yeah. Or like none at all. We just have the little pixie cut.
A little ponytail.
Oh, you have a little ponytail. That's cute too.
Okay, do you want a ponytail or short?
I like the short hair. I think it's cute. I think it's got real Peter Pan vibes.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, now let's see. Brown, yellow, blonde.
Ooh, blonde. No, that's very villainous shades of blonde hair happening.
Red, platinum, red, pink, purple, blue, green. Our parents must be really cool if they allow us to dye that many colors.
Oh, I know Cove has naturally teal hair.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so we can do anything. I just feel like since we have red eyes, we might want to tone it down on whatever else is going on with us. I do like the gray hair, though. I love gray.
Let's do it. Let's do gray. That looks good with the red.
We just look so haunted is the problem.
He looks like that's what he likes. He looks like a ghost. Yeah. See, the ending to our cave is just he was dead all along.
Yeah.
I like it. Do you like it?
I like it a lot. What's the bottom right one? It's behind my head right now. Oh, that's a hair bottom color. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, we got that. Okay.
What's
First
our
name
last
Jamie. Last name.
Death Star. Maybe not Death Star. That feels very...
Let's do like a ghost name.
I feel like most ghost names are like first names, because I'm thinking like Annabelle, Goatman.
I mean the last name, because we're keeping it
Mothman.
Jamie, right?
Yeah, but all the ghost names I can think of are first names. Mothman, I assume his last name is Man.
Man.
Casper doesn't have a last name.
We could like do like, I don't know, something with bone.
Fenton? Danny Fenton, like from Danny Phantom.
Oh my god. I mean, he does have gray hair. Similar.
Okay, yeah.
Jamie Phantom.
Sure. Yes, Jamie Phantom. Come hang out with my child ghost. Yeah, we're gonna be so cool.
Okay, I don't know what voice name is, but let's see.
It's just Jamie.
Okay, it's just Jamie. Okay. Okay, so her name is Jamie Phantom. Okay.
Pronouns are he, him. We're a ghost.
I don't think I have to put change page, right? Because that's just gonna redo everything.
Oh, I think we just do done. Unless, well, it says change page. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, well, what about interests?
Yeah.
Birthmarks.
Birthmarks? Oh, we can have little freckles!
Oh, okay. Let's do that. Let's do a little freckle. And we could be
Oh
hardcore.
my gosh. I don't know, man. I like, the little scar is kind of cute, but, oh my goodness.
Like that one?
I don't know. Is that kind of a lot for an 8-year-old to have scars on his face? Freckles are cute.
Where do we want them?
I like them on the cheeks with the little rosy cheek. Let's do rosy cheeks and the little freckles on the nose, maybe?
Okay. Looks cute. Looks like we really like Cove. Okay.
We're less dead.
Hand size. You get to pick your hand size.
Oh my god. Chubby hands is so cute.
Chubby, slender, medium. Do we want chubby hands?
I don't know what chubby hands would look like. Sure, let's do, like, okay, do you have chubby hands?
No, I don't think I do.
I've got standard hands.
I've got, like, weird, bony, slender man hands.
Let's do slender hands, then. That's ghostly as well.
So we're doing slender hands?
Slender hands. That's another possible last name for Jamie, is Jamie Slender Hands.
Oh my god. Do we want to have slender hands as the...
I feel like Jamie is a willowy sort. He just seems very easy to knock over. Just that's the vibes that I'm getting from this head.
He's sickly.
Yeah, he's by this, I think we're at the beach or something. I feel like that we're at the beach and we're at the seaside for our health, right? Because we were sent, in the Victorian era, we were sent to the seaside for our health, and we've haunted the Cove ever since.
You know, there's a book like that. It was one of my favorite books as a child. It was like this kid was blind, and he had to stay with his grandma or something on the beach during the summer. And he met this boy, and he was like, oh, I became friends with this boy. He's amazing. And at the end, it was like he was a ghost.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was really good. It's called Into the Dark. You should read it.
I should. That sounds so up my alley.
But I just spoiled it for you, so please
are you not supposed to figure it out until the very end?
Yeah, he figures out at the end that it was a ghost all along.
I'll check it out anyway.
Okay, I can't change his name to Slenderhand, so it'll just be Phantom. Change page. Okay. Oh, okay. We have more, but we can't see our body, right?
Yeah, I think these are just things that we can add on. I think we got freckles everywhere. Just yes to all the freckles.
Everywhere. Okay. Yeah. Okay, clothing types. Pants, skirts, shirts, dresses, pants and shirts, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Accessory types. Bracelets, because we're an emo kid. Do we want a hat?
I don't know. I feel like this is a beanie kind of kid. Little rubber bracelets and the little beanie.
So hats?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I think that's it, right?
I think so.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's have a back birthmark too, though. Maybe a back scar. No, wait. Birthmark or scar?
I want to say scar.
That way when Cove undresses us, he'll see it, but only he sees it, and it has a story.
What happened to you?
Exactly. Watch, that's like something that opens up a story plot. Okay, oh my gosh. Wait. Okay,
we
so
did
we're
these
done.
already. Yeah.
Oh wait, do we? No, we can't change the name. It is done. Okay. Ready, set. All right.
Okay. Okay, wait. I'm gonna move us out of the way here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, perfect.
Okay. Shall I read the narrative stuff?
Sure. I'll be Cove and you do the narrative stuff maybe, just so you don't have to do everything.
Okay. Summer in Sunset Bird was a special time of year. Your usually sleepy town began to bustle. It was a popular tourist destination with people coming from all over to enjoy the beach, the weather, and the relaxation that came with both. The smell of the ocean, crisp and salty, hung in the air, bringing 3 whole months of school-less vacation with it. During the summer, your moms didn't like you to wander too far outside your neighborhood, so you knew the area pretty well. That included the people. Families came and went from Sunset Bird, but they mostly stayed and did what your mom called putting down roots. They built businesses, they got to know each other, and they definitely said hello to the nice young kids who waved when passing their stores. Going for a walk around town mostly meant that the familiar, friendly residents waved or asked how your family was, or most often just said hello. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, okay, what do we like? You didn't really get why they always had to say hi. They saw you every day, but you nodded back at them anyway. You ended up saying hi to a lot of different people, since most of the tourists that came and went every summer were the same ones, or you were too anxious to say hi back to most of the other residents that greeted you, but they all knew you well enough to expect that.
So if we're going with being a little shit...
What kind of shit are we?
Do we want to start off moody from the beginning?
Moody, like anxious, or just like a why does everybody say hi to me?
Like that one.
Sure, let's do it.
Okay. It was the polite thing to do after all, and your moms had taught you to always be respectful. But today there was a man sitting on the curb outside your house. He was sitting with his head in his hands, his whole body slumped over, and you wondered if he was a real person or a statue that had magically sprung up from the ground overnight. Whoever or whatever he was, you had never seen him before. One thing about knowing everyone in Sunset Bird was that people who you didn't recognize really, really stood out. It was rare for tourists to venture into the residential district, as your moms called it. So for you, not knowing who a total stranger was set off a lot of red flags. Your mom's had a talk with you and your big sister Lizzie about this kind of situation before.
You hadn't been listening at the time. You think it could be okay to talk to new people. They mentioned that some people aren't good to talk to, but other types of people can help you even if you don't know them. Or you remember that it's okay to run away if you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to worry about being polite then. I don't think we were listening. What do you think?
Probably not listening. Like, let's go talk to him, whatever. He seems interesting. But you weren't sure about this man yet.
Still you felt a bit scared knowing that he was blocking the way to your front door, but you were pretty interested. You wanted to know more about what was going on. Whether he was nice or not, you didn't want to be bothered. Are we mean, or are we do what we want?
I think we just do what we want.
Okay. Which one are you thinking?
I think the second one. What do you think?
I think so too.
You slowed down, your eyes remaining fixed on the man. There was a split second where your eyes met and you knew he was aware he wasn't alone on the street anymore. You want to be the man?
Yeah, what a man voice. Hey!
You raised your eyebrows at the shout. Did he want something? Is that why he was here? The man stood up and started to make his way towards you. Oh gosh.
Not wanting to seem too approachable, you folded your arms and stared. Still unsure about him, but willing to be friendly, you offered the stranger a smile, or your whole body was frozen in place as he approached. We going for this one, or are we staring at it, or what?
Let's do the first one.
Yeah. So, this is my man voice.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah. Do you live around here? What's your name?
You look the man up and down, taking in his tan skin and relaxing.
Remember that we're 8, Dani. We're 8. We're 8 years old.
Oh, I'm sorry. You look him up and down. At least his clothes were relaxed. The way he was acting wasn't. He had sharks on his shorts and a stingray tattoo because he was hardcore. You wondered if he was obsessed with the ocean or something. Ugh, so cliche. While you made your assessment, he looked at you expectantly, waiting for an answer to his question.
I live here. We want to stare at him or say, I live here.
Yeah, I live here.
That's great.
He looked happy to hear it, giving you a broad smile. We're going to be kidnapped in the first 5 minutes of this game. He's going to give us money. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a clean $20 bill. It crinkled in his hand as he held it up to you. Even more confused than before, you looked back at him.
Well, could you do me a favor? Sir. Sir! This is not that kind of neighborhood. Nothing bad! Sorry. Okay, I should start over.
He cleared his throat, stood up straighter. And from where you were standing, it just made him look creepier.
I have a son. His name is Cove, who's about your age.
Oh.
Weird.
Okay. Cove seemed like a strange name for an actual person, living person. You chewed on the inside of your cheek. The guy was definitely obsessed with water. You thought that was pretty cool. Probably the second one. I don't know.
We're just like, this is a strange man. I don't want to talk to him. Sure. Second one.
Second one. Okay. Yeah. He wasn't the only person like that in Sunset Bird.
We moved in across the street. See?
Oh God, now we have to deal with this guy all the time.
Ah.
He gestured toward the house that had been empty for a year, his watch catching the late afternoon sunlight and reflecting off the walls. The gigantic for sale sign was finally gone.
You must be Jamie Phantom, right? I met your moms earlier and they told me you were 8, just like him, so...
He shook the $20 bill to bring it back to your attention. A hopeful smile, tilting his lips at the corners. You're gonna bribe us.
Yeah. Can you try to be friends with the boy? Not even gonna let your son even try to make friends first. Just go. There's no way my son can manage this. Just give it a chance. And you can keep this. He's a good kid. You will like him. There's more where this came from.
$20 every time you hang out.
But you gotta keep it a secret too, okay? It wouldn't be friendly to say his dad sent you.
Oh, you kind of felt sorry for Cole.
Yeah, I think we feel kind of sorry for him.
Did other kids really get their parents to pay for friendships? Let's see. I kind of feel sorry for
Me
Cole.
too, yeah.
This definitely wasn't the normal way kids made friends. You knew that.
What'd you say? Wanna make a deal? I mean, I feel like we take the money.
Yeah, we're 8. Like, we're gonna take the money.
We're 8. We do what we want. We take the money.
Right.
We might or might not talk to Cove.
Yeah. Maybe we'll buy him ice cream if we're nice, maybe.
Yeah.
You carefully plucked the bill from his outstretched hand, grinning at the thoughts of what you could do with that much cash.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. All the sweet you could ever want, buy a ticket for the newest movie, cute stuffed animal, a library card, or your dream library card.
Libraries are free. Is this like this must be California or something? I don't know.
I don't know. I had a library membership in California and I didn't have to pay for it. Maybe beach resort community. You have to pay for a library card.
I love this kid. It's like, oh, I could pay for the library card myself instead of having my moms do it. Like,
I think that's adorable. I don't think that's
sweet.
us.
Not very, yeah. You weren't even sure yet. Okay, let's see. What do we want?
I want to go see an R-rated movie by myself.
Ooh, yeah. We have $20. We could pay off the guy. Okay,
you want to make a deal? I learned this from an adult.
Yeah.
I think the movie one.
Okay. You were planning to ask your moms to take you. And that was just the start, you thought. The sky was the limit with that kind of amount. The man smiled at you, his eyes crinkling at the sides as he did, with crow's feet.
Great! That's great! I'll bring him by tomorrow. I wanted him to meet and greet with the neighbors today, but, well, I don't know where he's gotten off to.
He laughed when he said that, but the way his face looked, you thought he actually wanted to cry.
If you see him, can you tell him to come on home? My child is missing.
I don't even know what he looks like. Does he look like you? Like...
He looks like the guy on the front of the game. You know, that one. Just look for the eyebrows. He's got a pink cast and glasses. You can't miss it.
A pink cast? Aw. Can I keep this either way? Sure thing. I can try. Okay.
Can I keep this either way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He chuckled at you and rested his hands on his hips.
You sure can.
The man smiled and reached out to pat you on the head, paused before doing so, then pulled his hand away instead.
Your moms are already checking around for me. Such a thoughtful group you are. Your moms are going, stay away from my son. Such a thoughtful group you are. Now, but I better go look, too. Can't put everyone else to work while I keep sitting here. I thought he might come back and, that's not important. I have to go. Thanks again, Jamie, so much.
He jogged down the street without another word. You decided to check the hills behind your house. Okay. Ooh, creepy.
Ooh.
First sight. The chirping of crickets in the tall grass greeted you, quiet and familiar. From the top of the hill, you could see the ocean. As you walked, you listened to the crash of the waves on the shore and the seagulls squawking as they settled down for the night. Seagull noises, Deanna. Thank you. All right.
Ooh, you've always loved the ocean. It was so much fun. You loved to hear stories about the sea, about the merfolk and sea serpents you imagined living far beneath the waves. You didn't enjoy the beach all that much, especially the sand, which got absolutely everywhere. I like the sea serpent one. I think that's cute.
That's cool. Sometimes you could almost convince yourself you had seen the flash of a shiny mermaid's tail in the distance.
What if Cove's a mermaid?
You took in a deep breath. You wanted to try to relax. You couldn't. You weren't sure what, but something told you that you weren't alone. So you glanced around. Oh, sorry. There was a voice.
He's too busy being sad.
Almost completely hidden within the long grass and white flowers surrounding him. His head was buried in his knees, staring ahead by himself. Oh, but he looked so sad. For whatever reason, probably just he wasn't paying attention, he hadn't noticed you yet. You watched him a minute longer, feeling a bit like you'd found a deer in the wild. Do you think he's sad because he just moved?
Probably. I mean, we haven't met his mom yet. Maybe his parents divorced or something.
Oh, yeah. Like they moved here to get separate.
Yeah.
No, deer didn't have green hair, wavy eyebrows, huge glasses, pink cast, or sad frowns. I love the sad frowns option. Like, that seems the most out of place.
Let's do sad frowns first. Like,
deer are always happy.
Yeah. Deer are the happiest animals.
But this new boy did. He wondered what could have upset him. After a few more seconds, he took a step forward and then another. And then he glanced your way. His aquamarine eyes reflected the light of the moon. You stopped, raising a hand to acknowledge him and show you weren't scary.
Hey, Space Cadet. Just insult him immediately.
Oh, Yeah, we want to do that one.
How are you feeling? Do you want to be nice to this kid?
Let's do it let's be the cool kid.
Okay. We'll be cool.
Maybe then we'll just start liking him and be a little more nice, and then he'll be like, why are you being nice to me?
Perfect. You just want to make this enemies to lovers. What you want.
Always. With a start, he jumped to his feet, his hands balling into fists at his side. Oh, we pissed him off. Oh, he didn't say anything, just stared at you in a strange way.
Oh, baby.
He'd been crying. Baby. There were traces of tears on his cheeks and his knees, and you made it worse, soaking the hem of his shorts, and his eyes were still shining with a few more. You'd obviously caught him off guard. His pink cast seemed to glow in the twilight, though when he caught you staring at it, he hid his arm behind his back. Something the man earlier had stuck out to you.
Oh, this is us. Do you want to be... Should I be Jamie and Cove? How do we want to do that? Because you're doing a lot of... you're doing a lot of reading, and I don't want to tire you out, but...
Do you want to talk to yourself, only in different voices?
No! How about... If you're comfortable being Jamie, why don't you be Jamie, and I'll be Cove.
Okay, I'll be Cove.
Okay. And then we can trade off narration, maybe, so that you don't have to do all of it. Okay.
Sounds good. Cove? Eyes wide, he studied you.
How'd you know that? I'm 8, so I'm gonna talk like an 8-year-old. My voice will change as I get older.
Yeah, maybe I should too. You touched the money in your pocket, feeling it crinkle beneath your fingertips. I'm all knowing.
That's a lie. Tell the truth.
Okay, your dad told me who you were.
Oh. So, is this your hill?
He gestured with his uninjured arm to the patch of grass surrounding you, his face falling at the prospect.
I can leave if it is. Yup!
Get the fuck out of here. You know what, though? If you pay me $20, you could stay for the night. Go ask your dad for another one.
It's up to you now. You're now Jamie. Go ahead.
I think I'll say you can't own a hill.
Okay, you're gonna be nice. I see.
Yeah, I feel like if we just keep being mean to this child, he will cry and run away. And his dad would be like, give me my $20 back.
He said we could keep it. He said we could keep the $20.
I don't think he was expecting us to bully his son, though. Okay, you can't own a hill. Just be smart about it.
Why not?
How could you?
You just do. I had a hill back home.
Well, this still isn't mine.
Oh.
He sat back down with a thump, resting his chin on his knees again. Oh, curious about the strange new boy with the odd dad. You sat on the patch of grass next to him. The pure white flowers that covered this hill rocked back and forth gently as the stars twinkled above. The way they dotted the sky made them seem like flowers, too. The night wind was cool as it traveled over the ocean and up the hill, chasing away the heat from the afternoon sun. It's very nice writing. I feel like it's a very different vibe than our last game.
Yeah, this is so soft and it's just such delicate writing.
All right. Why are you here? Why'd your family move? It's the same thing, basically, right?
I feel like why are you here could be why are you on this hill as well, though. How vague do you want to be?
Let's do why are you here? He might tell us about his family later, I think.
Yeah.
I think why'd your family move might be too much, like all of a sudden.
So is your mom dead?
Yeah. A quiet hiccup escaped Cove as soon as you asked the question. Almost like they'd never stopped. His tears started up again with a vengeance.
My parents... They don't want to live together with me anymore. Got it. The
tears fell fast and heavy over his flushed cheeks, sticking in his dark lashes. Oh.
My mom made my dad leave, and he took me with him, and now we have a house here, and I want to go home.
The outburst took you off guard. By the time he was done wailing, Cove's chest was heaving with exhaustion. He sniffled and removed his glasses, wiping at his eyes with the back of his hand before he put them on again.
I hate this place. I want my real life back. I want my mom.
Oh.
Stop crying!
Stop crying. Your dad seems kind of nice.
Your dad gave me $20.
I'm sorry, and you'll like it here. You just have to get used to it. Oh, man.
How nice are we gonna be to him? I feel like stop crying is too mean.
Yeah, too mean.
I like your dad. He seems kind of nice because it's like he's trying.
Yeah, I like that one. He slipped his hands underneath his glasses and pressed his fingers against his eyelids. Cove wound himself up again for another long crying fit. It must have been hard for Cove living here without his mom, but at least he still had a parent who cared about him. But from the way off in the distance, you heard your parents. Jamie!
Cove!
Kids, where did you go? Wait, is this mom or mommy? There's two of them.
There's two of them, yeah.
Cove looked at you, tears still clinging to his cheeks.
Don't tell them we're here. I don't want to go back to that house. I want to go home. I'm going to swim there.
No. You can handle it. You have to go. Don't worry so much. Sorry, I have to. It'll be okay. It sounds like we have to do it either way.
I feel like don't worry so much is the Artful Dodger vibe we're going for. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, let's do it. Don't worry so much. Sure, maybe it's weird and you're not gonna like it, but your dad's there too, right?
Yeah.
So you're not really all by yourself. Even if it feels like it, you just gotta tell him how you feel. You shot him a grin, Artful Dodger style,
Yeah.
and pushed yourself to your feet. He can't do anything if you don't make him hear you, right? Slowly, Cove stood up with you, looking a little reluctant. His dad's voice rung out again. Ready, Deanna?
Yeah. Cove! Can you hear me?
He looked toward the sound of his dad's voice, silent, then turned away while rubbing his not bandaged arm.
Sorry, I still don't want to go.
You called out yourself. You waited silently with him. You tried to convince him.
I know what I want to do, but I want to hear what you want to do first.
I think we're kind of at the, screw those adults vibes, so I'd say we wait with him.
That's what I was thinking, too. I would like to be in cahoots with this sad boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
You do?
Before you could answer, you heard Cove's dad even closer than before.
There you are, bud.
A trio of parents appeared over the curve of the hill. Instantly, all their eyes landed on you, and they rushed over. Oh, wow. Our moms are very...
Busty.
Yeah, and busty. Well, one of them has red eyes. Hey, look at that.
Oh,
I wonder if they change it, depending on if ours are red.
Which mom do you want? Should I be Glasses mom and you be Boob mom?
Yeah, I'll be Boob mom.
Okay.
Both of your moms were at your side in a split second, faces filled with worry. Which one's Boob mom?
I feel like mom has to be Boob mom. Yeah.
Okay. Jamie, you're here after all.
I love how the voice changed when you found out how bodacious she was. She was Jamie! And now she's Jamie.
Jamie.
We had been at the park to check for Cove, and then heard what happened earlier when you met the new neighbor. I thought you might have gone on further away.
No, we were just sitting in the grass.
Why is everybody acting like this is such a big thing?
We're okay, don't worry. Cove didn't want to go home just yet. I want to say, why is everyone acting like this is such a big thing?
He's just sitting on a hill, man.
Like this, I literally come out here every night. Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't know where you went. We were worried.
Yes, thank God you're both fine.
Were you two having fun out here?
How, you're right. That's Mom.
Oh my gosh. He looked over at Cove, who was wiggling against his dad's tight hug and pushing at his arms. You shrugged. Yes, I like him. He's good. I think I'm gonna marry him.
I love that option. I love decisive children.
I like that. Like, we confident. Like, yeah, he's gonna be my husband.
Yeah, I'm gonna marry him. You look at him, snot all over his face. Yeah, I'm gonna marry him. Okay, it's time to go to bed.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You nodded, smiling slightly.
Oh,
What?
that's wonderful.
Finally letting go of his squirming, scowling son, Cove's dad turned to the three of you.
Thank you very much for fighting him. I really don't know this neighborhood. Good thing Jamie knows this whole area so well. Absolutely. We should be getting home now. It's been a long day for us all. Say goodbye, Cove. Bye.
I love how you didn't want to talk to yourself. This is all a conversation between you. The two of them walked off into the darkness, heading toward the neighborhood. You watched Cove's bright pink cast until it disappeared.
If anyone can hear my dog, he hurt his leg. He's okay. I'm not, like, beating him. He just hurt his little leg. Yeah. It's okay, buddy. Just
Did he, like, trip on something?
I don't know. When I got home, he was like, my leg. I think he sometimes will jump off the bed in a very acrobatic fashion that he can't quite handle.
Yeah.
Wait, now it's saying Mom is the glasses one.
Oh.
Mom is you. That's all we know. I'm Mommy and you're Mom. I'm pretty sure.
Tell you what, we'll have a proper playdate tomorrow, okay? Your new friend's dad wanted to bring him by to see you and Lizzie.
How does that sound?
Sure, can I show him my stuff? Sounds like words. You nodded, ducking your head down.
Sounds like words. We are an ass.
Both of your moms laughed because my joke was so funny and not smart at all.
This is why we're like this. Our moms just think we're so funny.
That's wonderful. The sounds overlapping into a warm, familiar chorus. Mommy put her arm around your shoulder and led you toward the path. Satisfied and more than a little ready to go to bed after your long, exciting day, you followed them home. Choosing your feelings for Cove. This is how you feel towards Cove for this step. It can change in later steps. Obviously, we want to marry him.
We're very direct. I feel like we're very direct.
Yes. What is that face? Did you see how it went?
Huh.
Okay. And fond, I assume, or crush?
I think we're already pretty fond, right? I don't think we're at crush yet because it's more like I've decided rather than I don't think we got fluttery feelings yet. It's just like,
Yeah, I think so.
We're definitely not indifferent though.
Yeah. Yep.
At the breakfast table the next morning, you finished your food faster than usual. Your sister Lizzie had run out earlier to go play, but you'd stayed put. Today, just like your moms had promised, Cove was coming over to hang out.
Excited to see your new friend again, Jamie? I like him.
How sweet! I'm so happy he moved in. I think there might be voice acting. I just can't hear it. We're doing the voice acting anyway. Doesn't matter.
I think they do the small, like, little things. Like, I hear sometimes Cove's dad will be like, ha ha ha. Like,
oh.
How sweet. With that said, are you done with your breakfast? Yeah.
I don't know. Am I?
Obviously, it's got to be that one.
We suck. This is great.
Oh, mean. You gestured down to the empty dish in front of you, raising your eyebrows dramatically.
Okay, we see.
Good job. Why good job?
Because we're a little kid. When your little kid finishes a whole bowl, you gotta be like, wow, you ate food.
You kept yourself alive another day. He should be here soon.
Cleanup began, and then, on cue, there was a knock. It was hesitant, like the person wasn't sure they were in the right place. Still loud, though. We need to get a more obvious doorbell.
I know. Jamie, could you get it?
Wiggling out of your chair without really pushing it back, you made your way to the door. Hey, Phantom family! Thanks for having us. Mr. Holden, as your moms have called him, and his son were here.
I didn't know his dad was invited.
His dad will be there. Cove looked different in the bright lighting of your living room, and when he wasn't crying. He looks seconds away from crying, though, at all times. With his dad standing in front of him and Mom and Mommy behind you, you and Cove looked at each other.
His shirt is all tucked in. Do you see it?
He's a cool kid. He's a cool kid. Pleased to see your new friend again, you smiled at Cove. He smiled back with some hesitation. Look at his little face.
He is really cute.
Yeah.
You twisted the threaded bracelet on your wrist.
Oh, because we both have a bracelet. Yeah.
Crystal bead bracelet on your wrist. You twisted the flower bead bracelet on your wrist. You twist the shell bracelet on your wrist.
I feel like there's really two options, because there's like a lot of beach stuff, so it could be the shell one. Or we talked about like the stars are like flowers in the sky. It could be a flowery thing.
Okay.
What is our imagery? What's our vibe? Did we thread something ourselves, like on a lanyard at sleepaway camp, or did we collect a bunch of shells on the beach?
Ooh, well, he does like to go on the beach a lot, right? It says that. I feel like the flower could be interesting, though.
Yeah. I feel like I might be leaning more towards shell because we are really into mermaids specifically. That's
true. Yeah. I didn't think of that. Yeah, let's do that.
This is very important, and I'm sure it'll have repercussions forever.
Mom, we're gonna go play in my room.
Your guest blinked, but didn't protest. Okay.
Take care.
Let us know if you need anything, you two.
Have fun, kids.
See you later, son. Play nice. This is the same voice that I did for the tall cat. This is just my man voice.
Your manly man voice.
Manly man voice. You led him to your room, puffing out your chest a little bit at the sight of your treasures.
Look at my clown penguin.
Look at my clown penguin.
And my lamb. And what else is there?
I feel like these are off-brand Pokemon. You've definitely got Pokemon plushes in the room.
Yeah. What is with the wrapped gifts on the top shelf on the right?
Oh, I can't even see it behind my head. Wait. Huh. I don't know. Maybe it's like Lizzie's birthday, or I haven't opened my own birthday presents yet. I don't know.
Okay.
I read the text already.
Oh, wait. I changed it, though.
Oh, did you? I can't see it yet. Oh, there were lots of stuffed animals, a cool bed, a window to look out. It just didn't change it from my screen for a second. It was a great room. You hadn't had anyone to show it to in a while, but you were really proud of it.
Did you ever hang up your artwork when you were a kid? Of course you did. You're an artist.
Oh,
did
yeah.
You
I 100% did.
Hang it up on the wall, and you're like, I'm so proud of this.
I think I did a decent amount. I think I was never very precious about my art. I was just like, done! And then I would like throw it in the trash because I was done.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You leaned in a little closer to one of your drawings on the wall.
At least Jamie cares about his paintings.
I like this.
I drew that. I don't.
That's cute. But how confident are we? Are we like, I drew that, it's great, or is it, I don't like it very much?
I feel like I don't is kind of like, oh, I don't. Like, you hung it up on your wall. Why wouldn't you like it?
Fishing for compliments. I don't think we're old enough to fish for compliments, so.
Shall we brag? I drew that?
I think so, yeah. Cool. You smiled at him. You were proud of that particular piece of art, and you were glad that he noticed it. He turned to look around the room a little more, studying the books on your desk and the pictures on the walls.
You started to feel a bit nervous. You felt the atmosphere was kind of awkward. You were glad for the company. You hoped he liked your room.
I'm starting to feel awkward because he's just kind of standing next to your wall going like...
Should we do awkward?
That's what I was feeling, but open to votes.
Yeah, that, or I think you hope he liked your room. Well, we're confident though, so...
Let's do either one.
Let's do awkward, so that way maybe it'll give us an opportunity to do something about it.
Yeah. You wanted to say something, but didn't know what, so you let him keep looking. Then his eyes landed on the tiny box of beach things you'd collected, tucked away by your door. So I think choosing the bracelet was a thing. Okay, he took a step towards it before hesitating and pointing at it instead. What's that?
A word of stuff I found at the beach.
Do you have any driftwood in there? You got any sticks? Dragging the box into the middle of the room, you and Cove flopped down next to it.
I do, look.
You gestured to a piece of the bottom, still covered with specks of sand.
You just threw it in a box.
Just cardboard box full of sand. Me, this is a good collection. You got the sense from the tone of his voice that he wasn't just saying it to be nice, or to be like Shiloh. He actually meant it. Who is Shiloh?
I was like, who's Shiloh? Like the dog?
I feel like Shiloh is an arch nemesis of ours that has not been on the screen.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we learn about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about Shiloh.
Shiloh?
He's friends with my older sister, and he's supposed to hang out here this afternoon.
Do I have to see him?
You don't have to do anything, but he's going to be here. Anyway, I found this gigantic shell here, stuck to an even bigger rock.
You pulled out seashell after seashell, explaining where you'd gotten each one and holding them up against the light. There were big ones, small ones, pink, purple, and orange. Most of them you washed off in the bathroom sink when you brought them home, cleaning off the sand.
Over the past few years, you'd even learned some of their scientific names. The collection was so huge and varied that you had lots of funny stories to tell for all of them. Your voice faltered a little bit, but you kept going as best as you could.
I love these shy options. They're not what we're playing right now, but I do think they're adorable.
Yeah, they were
so
cute.
it's either the scientific names or the funny stories. How?
I think the funny stories.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. Apparently fascinated either by the stories or by the shells themselves, Cove listened with what looked like the full force of his attention. That is such a cute kid.
I know, he's really cute. His eyebrows wig me out a little bit.
That's fair, Just imagining, they're just brushed up and down, right? Like he's got little hairs that are just sticking out.
Yeah, maybe like this, and like, I don't know. I feel like your hair would have to be all over the place, though.
Yeah.
But I have seen people who have eyebrows like that, I guess.
Like when you almost got pinched by a hermit crab while searching for shells, and after watching him scuttle back into the ocean, you found another empty shell that was almost a twin to his home.
And you scared him out of his home.
It was a new experience to be the center of such a dedicated focus. But Cove hadn't been mean to you, so you didn't mind. You smiled at him every now and then while showing him your collection. Kids, come down to the living room! You could tell the idea was making him unhappy, but Mommy wasn't going to give you much of a chance to hang around. Cove hadn't been like this meeting you. You guessed it was because he thinks you found each other by accident, not that a parent made it happen.
Oh no.
Mr. Holden must be right that telling Cove his dad was part of that would be a bad idea, but he wasn't. If you didn't have to, we found him on accident.
It's true.
Before you knew it, you'd both been escorted downstairs and deposited in a living room, ready for Shiloh's visit.
Why is everyone greeting Shiloh in the living room? Like,
Important.
I thought this was his sister's friend.
Maybe it's his sister's boyfriend? The two of you sat side by side on the floor of your home's entryway. I brought the box of shells. I want to keep looking at them.
Great. Okay, but be careful. You should have asked. Shells. Great. Like, it's they're shells.
Sure, I don't want to talk to Shiloh anyway. Let's look at the shells.
Yeah. Bust it open, and we can keep looking while we wait for Shiloh.
Cove reached in and pulled out a big orange shell. Oh. Like he hadn't spoken aloud yet, he turned to you and held it up, his eyes shining. I think this one is the best of them. Look at his little teeth! Oh,
Oh, yes, yeah. It's the first time we've seen his teeth.
yeah.
That's my favorite, too. I like a different one best. I can show it to you. You can take it. Ooh.
We're being generous.
We have a lot of them.
We do have a lot of them. How possessive are we of our shells?
I think I'm stuck between 2 and 3, so I'll let you pick this one.
I know. I kind of want to give him the shell just because I need him to love me.
Okay, yeah, like if we're gonna marry this kid, like
We've decided this is our proposal right now, is giving him that shell. This is how the mermaids do it.
Technically, his stuff is our stuff once we're married, so we'll get the shell back eventually.
Yes, okay. Then we're gonna do You Can Take It. Cove looked at you in surprise, his eyes going wide. Really?
Sure, you like it a lot, right?
Uh-huh, but I don't want to take it from you. It's okay. You got the impression he was hesitant to accept something because he didn't know you very well.
You insisted, you let it go. Let's insist. Take it. Take
it!
No, it's okay for you. For you.
For you. You pushed the shell against Cove's chest, willing him to receive the present. We can't get married unless you accept my proposal gift. But Cove firmly shook his head and kept his arms tightly at his sides.
Look at his face. He's like, oh, uncomfortable.
It was a battle you couldn't win. At least not today. Cove was your neighbor now. Maybe you could give it to him another time.
Maybe we could throw it through his window and shatter the glass. Take it.
Take the shell! The two of you were still sitting on the floor looking through your collection of beach findings when the doorbell finally rang.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Cove jumped, startled by the sound. Since the person hadn't knocked, you figured it was probably Shiloh. He knew where to look for that. Lizzie's friend? You nodded, but that didn't seem to make Cove feel better. It's already obvious that Cove didn't hide his feelings well. You could tell what he was thinking right away. This isn't a good idea.
It's just Shiloh, and where would you even go? He's at our only door, and if you go upstairs, he'll find you.
Find you.
He'll find you.
Cove glanced around the room, his eyes wide, and finally paused with his gaze locked onto the back of the house.
Damn, this better be an interesting kid. There's a lot of lead up.
A lot of lead up to Shiloh. I can go out the window.
Walking towards it. Why?
We have to escape. We don't want to meet Shiloh. Scrambling to think of something to say, you stepped forward, then paused.
Do you want to break your other
Good
arm?
idea, let's go!
Shiloh. Shiloh is the least scary person alive. Cheer up, Shiloh's gonna like you. Please don't get hurt. I'll come with you. Good idea, let's go. If we want to do a good idea,
I think that's the funniest option.
Yeah, let's escape with him.
Yeah, I think
we'll probably get caught, but we'll see.
Probably. We'll see. It's letting us kind of do whatever so far, though, which I appreciate.
Which I'm sure to regret later. Okay, let's do it.
Let's go.
Hurry, they'll see where we're going.
He glanced back at you, then nodded.
Why does he look so upset? We're helping you, dude.
He's determined. The two of you made your way to the window together.
Oh, damn.
What? They're letting us climb out the window. We're never gonna meet Shiloh.
Yeah, we're never gonna know who Shiloh is now.
It wasn't much of a distance to clamber out, but by the time you landed gently in the bushes, Dot, dot, dot. You looked up to see the Cove was already taking off away from the house. Cove!
Wow, he left us. Rude. He was fast, but you knew you could outrun him if you had to. He was not that fast. You knew you could outrun him if you had to. He was not that fast, but neither were you. At that speed, you weren't sure if you could go fast enough to reach him.
This kid sucks. We can chase him down. I feel like
I would say he's not that fast. Yeah.
We're very powerful.
He's been crying. He has like breathing problems probably.
He's got asthma. We're going for him.
He's been spending all his breath crying.
Yeah.
Cove!
You ran as fast as your legs could take you, grass whipping around your ankles as you did so. Cautiously, Cove slowed to a halt and looked back at you.
Where are you going?
I don't know, somewhere else. I just don't want to see... Okay, what gender is Shiloh? Who is...
I think Shiloh is a guy, but maybe not. I don't know. You want me to be Shiloh? I'll be Shiloh.
You want to be Shiloh? Okay.
Yeah. JB!
Oh, yeah. You looked back and saw Shiloh huffing down the hill after you, the backpack he clutched bouncing all around along the way. It is a dude.
Oh, he has a backpack, or maybe he's a nerd. What are you doing? Can I come?
He's got a lot of chewing gum in his mouth. Really green. He must have seen you leaving out the window and followed behind. Jesus, Shiloh. Oh, it's a little kid!
Shiloh.
Oh,
Okay,
Lizzie is your younger sister. You gotta keep the voice. Oh, hi. Are you...
Let me readjust.
Oh, hi, are you Cove?
There you go. That's why they're running away.
Yeah.
I'm Shiloh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, are we going back? Or are we gonna play outside?
Shiloh's eyes move between you and Cove, the smile remaining strong on his face.
I like his hat.
I love his hat. You got a tiny frown from Cove in response. You were just grateful he hadn't asked why you had been running away.
Why does Cove hate him so much?
Cove
Like, I
hates
hate
everyone except for you. It's a romance trope. Inside, we left the box on the floor.
My stuff! We need to get it before someone steps on it.
Okay.
With Shiloh trailing behind you, you and Cove headed back toward the house. The plan for the afternoon, or at least as far as you were concerned, was to sit and look at the beach things some more. You weren't really in the mood to do much of anything else, especially if Cove was having fun.
Shiloh looks like he's sleeping.
He's meditating.
This is a scallop shell I found last week. I kept it because it looks neat.
It's a pretty color, kind of like my cast. The beautiful glittering pink did look a little bit like the wrap around his arm. Will you take this one?
Pink is a nice color.
Okay. Cove, stop being mean to the baby.
I was like, can you please leave now? We were having a moment.
Is he your favorite? Oh, is it your favorite? Is it your favorite? Look, he's blushing.
Not really.
What is?
Maybe green or blue. It might be yellow.
Oh, those are all cool.
I guess.
I like those colors too. There are better colors. Not sure how to deal with the suddenly more awkward times. You look back at your shells. I like those colors too. I feel like that's...
There are better colors. It's very funny. But we want him to like us so we can go different directions. I have better taste in color than you.
Like, those colors suck. I like blue.
I like beige.
Beige, oh god.
Awesome.
Both of them smiled.
See, you can please everybody.
Yeah, like usual, it didn't take long for Shiloh to get fidgety. Lizzie was his favorite. Without her around, Shiloh didn't seem to know what to do with himself. And Cove wasn't like your sister. He wasn't that much like you, either.
Is Lizzie coming back?
I don't know.
Where'd you go? I think she's at the beach, probably. Is she playing at her park?
Cove's eyes lit up at the mention of the park, and he looked towards you. There's a park?
Yeah, but it's old.
Can you show me? I want to go. He started getting up before you had even answered, and Shiloh jumped up beside him in excitement.
Really? You do too, right, Jamie? The park is fun. I love it. The park is pretty great.
No. What do we want to do?
We want this boy to marry us, so I feel like we can't say no, but...
I guess the park is pretty great.
Yeah, sure.
You don't gotta be enthusiastic about it. We don't
Like,
love it or anything.
It's fine.
It's old.
It's old.
Yeah, it's right at the beach, so there's lots of fun stuff to do and lots of sand.
So we're having that at the beach.
It has a jungle gym and a bunch of swings.
That sounds like it could be cool.
So are we going to find Lizzie?
I don't know. I never really wanted to see her. I just want to check the park out. Cove. Cove is so rude. Adrift without any direction, Shiloh finally turned to you.
Okay.
He perked up. Both boys wanted to go. It was only fair. After getting permission from your moms, the three of you were ready to head out. It was a short walk to the park. Lizzie had convinced your moms that it was so short she should always be allowed to walk there by herself. When you found her, she was hanging on the jungle gym, swinging back and forth.
Hey, Lizzie.
Her face lit up when she saw you, her big brown eyes going wide.
Okay.
How old is Lizzie?
Yeah, I think she's Shiloh's age, but I don't know.
Okay, should I be Lizzie since you're Shiloh?
Sure.
JB! Shiloh!
Hi.
She dropped to the ground and landed with a soft thud in the sand. In a split second, Shiloh had abandoned you two and scrambled over to stand by her. You were used to being left out when it's just the three of you, but now Cove was here. You wondered if he would leave too.
Oh.
Oh, she's about our age. Okay.
She's about our age. Shiloh just likes her more.
Yeah. Who's that?
It's Cove. He's new.
I remember. Hi, Cove. Welcome to my park. Nobody ever comes to play here, so this is where we get together.
It's her park.
My park. She gestured widely with her arms as if to present the area to the newcomer. Without interrupting Lizzie's speech, Cove whispered in your ear, quiet enough that the others wouldn't overhear. I thought kids couldn't own places like parks or hills. You couldn't help but laugh a tiny bit. While Lizzie continued talking, you took the chance to kick off your shoes and wriggle your toes through the warm sand. Nice, huh? In this neighborhood, I'm the one who comes up with the ideas. You are? Yeah, I am. Who else could handle the job?
Lizzie is the oldest.
By a lot. My mom said you're Jamie's age. Yeah. Thought so. I'm still the only one in this group with double digits. I'm 10. Okay.
She's 10, okay.
What about the other kids?
Other kids?
There aren't any. We're the only kids here, and Shiloh is just visiting from another place.
The whole island doesn't have kids.
Yeah. There was a cleanse. Not even tourists really bring their kids here. This is the land of ancients. Be careful that the oldies don't try to steal your youth. Just like I said.
The oldies.
Oh. For a second, it looked like he might cry again.
Oh.
But something in his eyes shifted, and he looked back at Lizzie. What kind of old people? Like moms and dads or grandparents? grandparents who don't have kids. They hate kids.
I love Lizzie's eyes. Look how like mean girl eyes she is.
I can't wait to see her as a teenager.
She's gonna be fierce.
Why? We haven't done anything.
Only some of them don't like kids. Stop saying stuff like that. You're gonna upset him. Yeah, they're really bad.
Are we gonna build up this mythos?
Or I think we should be protective of Cove. Like, stop saying like that.
I think the protective is cute. Let's do protective.
I was gonna say, do we like Lizzie like that? I mean, she's our sister, so she's kind of annoying.
Everyone dislikes their siblings. You interjected quickly, hoping Cove wouldn't start crying again. He sniffled, his forehead creasing with worry. Lizzie was staring Cove down, but Cove wasn't even looking at her anymore. He didn't seem to care that she was there. He went into his own head. Shiloh was the next one to speak, completely unaware of the situation.
I met Lizzie and Jamie in school. You'll see tons of kids there once summer is over.
I don't want to go to a new school. I don't want summer to end.
She looks so shocked.
Shiloh looked down to the dirt. He hadn't had much luck striking up conversations with the Cove. I like Cove, but he needs to be nicer to the toddler. I think he's just going through it, so he's excused for now, but by the time he's 13, he better get some manners.
Then he's gonna be a teen, he's gonna be even meaner.
No!
I like summer vacation a lot, too.
All the building tension in the air suddenly vanished when Lizzie laughed. At Shiloh's discomfort at how weird she thought Cove was at something else entirely, he didn't really know. But she laughed, face scrunching up. Welcome to Sunset Bird, Cove. Take a seat, put up your feet, and get used to it.
Get used to it, she says.
Wow. What do you think that means?
Wow.
Wow. You offered him a small smile, and that, at least, looked to reassure him some.
Wow. I don't know what that means.
Wow.
For the rest of the summer, Cove was always there. You saw him more often than Shiloh, and on some days, when she was in a bad mood or busy, you even saw him more than Lizzie. He became a staple of your everyday life, the way sun and lunch and the beach were. During your first summer together, you really liked Cove. He was a fun person to play with, and he seemed like playing with you too. Of course, that was only the start of things. All right.
Aww.
Okay. Which one should we do? Let's see. Shopping. What is grown up?
No idea. You want to try it?
Sure. Let's do it.
Grown up.
I'll do the narrator this time.
Okay.
One sweltering summer day, you were in your living room with Cove, listening to the sounds of the birds chattering outside the window while you lay across the rug on the floor. Cove's dad had dropped him off earlier, and your moms had left the two of you, along with Lizzie, to play among yourselves. It had been too hot to go outside in the afternoon, at least according to Mommy, so your sister was starting to get impatient waiting for her golf class that evening.
Golf class? Ritzy ass household.
Yeah, okay. I've never heard of a kid taking golf class. The three of you had had trouble finding something to do. The beach and the playgrounds were off limits, and you felt that it was too warm for anything like playing with your fuzzy toy animals. Then suddenly a light came to Lizzie's big brown eyes, and her smile spread wide across her face. Having an idea gave her a new wave of energy.
Since we're stuck inside, we should be adults. They don't play outdoors anyways. They're always inside and telling everybody that they're too busy to play. Why? I said why, and it'll be fun. Duh. What do they do inside that we don't? Besides use the phone a lot.
Excluding a small huff, Lizzie decides to ignore Cove.
Jamie, what do you think? Do you want to?
Cove said it. That doesn't sound like fun. I bet we could come up with something else. I don't know. I want to.
How much do we fight with our sister?
Like, the memory's called grown-ups. We're gonna have to do it anyway.
But we can fight her about it.
Cove said it. That doesn't sound fun.
I feel like that. I feel like we butt heads with her sister.
Yeah, let's do it.
Come on! Neither of you had one single idea all day.
You could tell that Lizzie wasn't about to give in anytime soon.
Fine.
With her victory against Cove under her belt, Lizzie turned to you, triumphant. I'll try it, but that sounds boring. Okay, I'll stay. Sorry, I have other stuff to do. You kept hesitating. I'll try it, but that sounds boring.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. If Cove's gonna do it, we're also gonna do it, but we want everyone to know that we think it sucks.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be, I guarantee.
Lizzie seemed more determined than ever, and you could only sigh. Satisfied that neither of you were about to bail on her, Lizzie thought over her options while you watched. After a few seconds, she clapped her hands together and beamed, apparently having settled on something without asking either of you.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna be a professional golfer. Jamie, you and Cove can be a beach volleyball player, a gymnast, or a tennis player. Why can't we pick anything we want? Because I have a fun idea, that's why.
She looks evil in this picture.
She always looks evil. And we have to play sports as adults? Yep. But there's other kinds of sports too. It isn't the same. What do you think, Jamie? Don't those choices sound super cool? You want to be that, huh?
I kind of like those. It really doesn't. Haha, it sounds like a blast. Isn't there anything else we can be? You nodded. Maybe not.
I feel like we just...
I'm stuck between it really doesn't and isn't there anything else we can be?
Yeah, I feel like we're still fighting her. I'm in the same boat. Isn't there anything else we can be?
Lizzie stomped a foot on the ground.
No! Come on, just decide already.
Knowing Lizzie wouldn't let this go anytime soon, you sighed. Cove was not impressed with Lizzie's attitude, though he didn't bother talking any more about it for now. You thought over the list of possibilities: beach volleyball, gymnastics, or tennis. Out of all of them, you'd prefer to play beach volleyball, gymnastics, or tennis.
I feel like it's either beach volleyball because it's on the beach, or gymnastics because you could do like rhythmic gymnastics and get all artistic with it. And I feel like with our mermaid stuff and our shell collection, we're like, I'm gonna do the ribbon thing in rhythmic gymnastics.
Let's be gymnastics.
Okay.
Let's be a gymnast. If you couldn't spend the afternoon doing cartwheels and handstands in the backyard, then you might as well practice them inside. There wouldn't be as much space out as there was outside, but you could still try. Yes, that was clearly the top option. I want to be a gymnast.
All right. How about you, Cove? I picked volleyball. I should have known. What does that mean? Okay, so Jamie, you're a famous gymnast, and Cove, you're on a popular beach volleyball team, and...
Lizzie's ponytail bobbed when she proudly stretched her arms wide.
We're Olympic athletes who just competed in the Olympics.
Cove didn't seem all that impressed with the announcement. He made a face and adjusted the glasses on his nose, anime style.
That's really specific. That's what makes it fun. So anyway.
Did you hear in the back of a road? Lizzie marched back and forth in front of both of you, getting lost in her own imagination.
I won all gold medals and people are calling me the next Mickey Wright. Who is that?
Lizzie stopped on the spot and turned on him, her brown eyes shining with impatience.
It doesn't matter if you know who she is. It's a golf thing. You guys won medals too. Cove, your team was bronze, and Jamie, you barely missed out on the gold and got silver. It's more real if we're not all first place.
Silver sucks. I don't want silver. I'm okay with that. Hey, we can do better than silver. Silver's not bad. Nice. You stayed silent.
Silver sucks.
Yeah. Give us your gold. You can have a silver. You folded your arms across your chest, staring Lizzie down.
Me neither.
You nodded at Cove, happy that he had your back.
Even if he did it in a tone of voice, he does everything, which is kind of like, Lots of people lose at the Olympics. Them's the breaks. Then you're the one who did, not me.
Lizzie looked taken aback by Cove's declaration, as though the thought of her losing was completely absurd.
No way! It wouldn't make sense. I'm already practicing my golf game.
She took a golfing stance to make her point, pretending to swing her club and hit an invisible ball.
So, what kind of house do you want to live in?
Cove hadn't changed his mind about winning, but thinking about where he'd live as an adult appealed to him, apparently, because he looked back at Lizzie with some of the anger fading.
I'm gonna live on the beach.
You already live on the beach.
I like the beach.
Lizzie made a face at him, poking out her tongue.
That's kind of boring. We already have that.
Rich kids over here.
Spoiled ass, rich ass kids. No, not like the normal houses here with the street. On it, right on the sand, by the water.
He's like in a sleeping bag.
He wants to sleep in a rowboat.
Yeah, just like that, all the tension was back. You hadn't even had a chance to choose where you would want to live.
That's not very fun or smart, Cove. You can't live on a bunch of sand and shells. But I want to, and I will.
Cove narrowed his eyes at Lizzie, even though she stood half a head taller than him. You go, Cove.
Why didn't you give out a list of things to pick from this time, so I'm picking that? Why are we even playing pretend if we can't imagine anything? Jeez, well, I'm gonna live in a mansion far away from here and far away from you. One with an indoor pool and a place to practice my award-winning golfing. How come you were yelling about mine when your idea is even more impossible?
Lizzie's face flushed red and her hands balling into fists at her sides.
It's not impossible, and it's better than yours.
Disagreements always seemed to crop up when the two of them were together, and you always felt like you were stuck in the middle. But when it came to the topic at hand, this time you thought you'd prefer a mansion. Being on the beach was cooler. You wanted to agree with Lizzie. Cove was right. You were tired of deciding between either of them.
I'm kind of leaning towards the bottom one. This must get old really quick.
Yeah, let's do that. Maybe they'll get along.
I'm leaning towards Cove being right in this situation, but like, just don't play with each other anymore.
You didn't engage with their bickering and instead dreamt of your own dream house. And you weren't going to share your idea with them either. You already knew it was a good one.
You can swim whenever you want if you live on the beach. We can still swim anytime we want where we live now. Being a little closer doesn't mean anything. Says you.
The two of them scowled at each other.
You're being so unreasonable. I don't get what you want. This game doesn't make any sense. It does. You have to be realistic. I said that. But you're not.
You had no idea what to do to make them stop at this point. It seemed like the two of them would just keep working each other up as long as they could. Nothing you'd said so far had kept them from being mad. Thankfully, like a greeting card angel, Mom walked into the room. Lizzie rushed to her, hanging onto the hem of her shirt and poking out her tongue at Cove.
I'm Mommy, you're Mom.
Oh, yes. Lizzie, Jamie, it's time to get ready to go. Sorry you have to leave already, Cove. Their mommy said she'll walk you home so you won't be left in the cold. Cove was still glaring at Lizzie, his face flushed red with anger.
I can go by myself.
But...
Bye, Jamie.
There was still a harsh edge to the brief farewell, but you knew it wasn't you he was mad at. Without giving Mom a chance to stop him, Cove stood up and stalked out of the room, shoulders drawn tight. Okay. Worried, Mom turned to look down at you and Lizzie. You two were playing nice with our new friend, weren't you? Uh-oh.
I don't know. I feel like I want to rat our sister out, but what do you think? Lying is also fun, but I don't know how it would benefit us.
I think we should rat her out and then get her a lecture. Like, she should get a lecture.
Yeah, okay. Let's tell the truth then.
No. Lizzie and Cove kept yelling at each other. They wouldn't stop fighting about everything. Your sister's jaw dropped, looking betrayed as Mom put both her hands on her hips. Elizabeth! I told you to be kind to him. He's having a hard time right now. Lizzie's mouth closed back up, replaced by a tiny frown.
I know, I tried, but he was...
No buts. We know. We both know you can show someone a great time when you put your mind to it. We're going to apologize to Cove and his dad over the phone when he gets home from work tonight. Lizzie hung her head, dragging a foot across the ground in front of her.
Okay, Mom.
Good girl. You caught pieces of Lizzie sulking to herself about how it was his fault too, but it was over. All right, we better get a move on. Let's go, kids. Noelani, where did you leave the car keys?
Oh, is Mommy's name Noelani? All right.
Oh, man.
One of our... Okay.
Mom hustled you all out the door, and you noticed during the car ride to golf practice that Lizzie was quieter than usual.
Minivan lifestyle.
Looks like an actual minivan.
I know.
Like, we don't want to draw this. Let's just take a picture. Stock photo. She was usually the first one to request which music to listen to in the car, but she didn't say a thing. Your parents noticed she wasn't in the mood to be bothered. They gave her space, and Mommy just asked what you would like to listen to. You picked your favorite song that always made the car ride more fun. You chose the soundtrack to a cool movie you saw a couple months ago. You chose a song you knew Lizzie liked. Maybe that would cheer her up.
That's such a cute option. I think that's so cute. Would we do it? I feel like it's so easy to be such a nice kid in this game. What do you think? What do you think? I don't know if we're that much of a people pleaser.
On the one hand, I want to say no, but on the other, I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like we can be nice sometimes, but maybe not. I don't know. We don't have to be nice.
Let's do it. Let's do the song because I think it appealed to both of us.
Yeah. You were happy to see it brighten her up right away, and she started singing along with you. I mean, we still in her presence, we're still defending Cove, so. Yeah. Soon enough, her bad mood was a thing of the past. When the car ride was over, you spent the twilight hour watching Lizzie hit things with other girls her age.
My God, our family is so rich. Look at where our sister practices golf.
Jeez. You didn't know about golf, but you could tell that you really liked it, so you sat with your moms and tried to puzzle it out. It was nice sitting outside after being cooped up in the house all day, and you stretched out your legs to let the last few minutes of sun warm your skin. When the sun was finally out of sight, dipping behind the horizon, you all got ready to leave. Instead of going straight home, your moms took the family out to dinner. You went to a restaurant you had all been going to ever since you could remember. The whole afternoon had been a bunch of shouting you hadn't been able to stop, but you could kind of tell that all of this helped Lizzie be less angry. The car ride home was quiet, with only the radio providing escape from silence. Lizzie had been in better spirits now, but the closer you got to your neighborhood, the more she wiggled in her seat and frowned out the window. She knew what was coming when you all got back home. Clearly, she was dreading it. Soon enough, Mom was turning into your street, then reversing into the driveway. Once she cut the ignition, it was dead silent. No one spoke, only unbuckled their seatbelts and opened the doors. Lizzie was the last one out. Once everyone was inside and done taking off their shoes, she propped her hands on her hips. Now then, Mr. Holden's car is in his driveway, so he should be back from work. That's good news, isn't it, Elizabeth? You and Cove can hash things out before the day's done. Lizzie didn't complain or put up a fight. Her head ducked so she didn't have to meet anyone's eyes. She nodded once. Good, let's move this to the kitchen. Mom went over the house phone, the rest of you following behind her. Mommy put a gentle hand on Lizzie's shoulder as they walked side by side. You watched them from the back. This was only happening because you told on Lizzie. You didn't regret it. You felt a little guilty, like you had betrayed your sister. You hadn't liked doing it, but had to. It was all her fault for doing it in the first place.
I want that one. No
That
guilt. I feel like we were nice to her in the car because we don't want her to feel sad. But she did.
Yeah.
She did do it. Is the thing.
With you, brat. Let's do the last one.
Yeah.
You hadn't done anything wrong by telling the truth. It wasn't like Lizzie was going to say it on her own. The four of you stood around the kitchen in a lopsided square. All eyes were on Lizzie, who kept her gaze on her feet. Why is everybody like circling around her for this apology?
Shame. Shame. You remember the number for Cove's house, don't you, honey?
Lizzie jerked her head in another nod, sullen. Without further prompting, she stepped forward. She began to dial.
Dun, 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 dun.
The phone picture. Mom
That's
reached
a lot
over
of
and
art
pressed
for a
button.
free game.
I know. Mom reached over and pressed a button on the base. Suddenly, you could hear the phone ringing. She turned on the speaker. The phone rang a couple times, then stopped. Mr. Holden's warm voice came through the other end.
Evening, Holden residence.
Lizzie looked over at Mommy, unsure. She nodded encouragingly.
Hi, Mr. Holden. It's, Lizzie. Can I talk to Cove? Lizzie Fanta? What a surprise. But of course you can say hey to the boy.
He sounded cheery as usual, though definitely meant it when he said it was a surprise. You thought hard and you were sure that your sister had never called Cove's house before. Mom spoke up before Mr. Holden or Lizzie could say anything more. Her arms were crossed over her chest. Her lips pursed. Hi, Cliff, Nolani, Jamie and I are here too.
Cliff. Good evening. We're sorry to bother you so late.
Oh, look at his face. You spoke up to say hello too. You said nothing to Cove's dad. Yeah, wait, let's say hi.
Wow. Whoop. Yeah.
Why not? Hey, Mr. Holden.
The gang's all here, huh? Something the matter?
His voice grew a bit concerned. Mommy was quick to reassure him.
No, well, yes, but it's gonna be okay. Lizzie and Cove got into a bit of a fight today. We were hoping that the two of them could talk and make up. Is this a good time for you and Cove? A fight? Like a physical fight? Cove didn't tell me anything about that when I came home. It does explain the funk he's been in tonight.
He chuckled lightly. Despite that, it didn't seem like he really thought it was funny.
Anyway, it's good. You didn't catch us a bad time. I'll go grab him for you.
There was some shuffling on the other end. He must not have gone far because you could still hear him calling out.
Cove! There's someone on the phone for you!
After a beat of silence, there was more muffled talking from Cove's dad.
Come on, bud. Lizzie called just so that she could talk to you. Jamie's on the other end listening too. Don't you want to say hi?
It took a bit of back and forth, though the conversation seemed one-sided since you couldn't hear Cove properly. Eventually, Cove took the phone from his dad.
Hello.
You opened your mouth only for Mommy to catch your eye and shake her head softly. You frowned but didn't say anything.
Hi, it's Lizzie. Yeah, I know. Dad told me.
Cove's tone was defensive. Lizzie turned to Mom, scowling. One stern look from her, though, and Lizzie turned away.
Let me see. I'm trying to figure out where to put our heads so we don't cover everything. That's close enough. Okay. I just called to say I'm sorry for not playing nice with you today, and I won't do it again.
Lizzie's eyes were downcast, her voice low. You could tell she felt uncomfortable apologizing to Cove in front of everyone. She was still being genuine about feeling bad. Cove must have realized that too because he sighed quietly.
Me and Jamie should get gold too.
That's right. Lizzie had kept denying you two what you deserved. Wow, what was that perspective change? Did you notice that? It's so weird. Lizzie was momentarily stunned silent by the demand. She probably forgot that had even happened already.
All right. We all win gold. Okay. I guess I'm sorry too.
A sense of relief washed over everyone at his acceptance of the apology. Mom uncrossed her arms and Mommy's shoulders relaxed. Lizzie's eyebrows raised up. You wondered if she thought that he'd refuse her apology.
Dad, can I get off the phone now?
You couldn't see him, but it was obvious that Cove felt awkward about the situation. He had come off uncomfortable the entire time, really.
Yeah, you can go back to your room if you want. Be sure to say goodbye first, though. Bye, Lizzie. Bye. Bye, Jamie.
You perked up at the mention of your name. You smiled, even if you couldn't see it. Bye, Cove. With that said, Cove must have handed the phone to his dad and left since Mr. Holden spoke up.
All's well that ends well, as they say. Thanks for arranging this. I'm sure he appreciates it.
As Mom replied, Lizzie tugged on Mommy's hand to catch her attention.
Can I go now, too? Sure, sweetie. Thank you very much for apologizing to Cove.
Mom flashed a brief smile at Lizzie and nodded her agreement. Given permission to leave, Lizzie scurried off toward the stairs. She seemed to be feeling much better with the incident behind her. Mom and Mommy returned to the phone, taking it off a speaker. They continued talking to Mr. Holden. You couldn't tell about what. You were glad that that was the end of it all. Lizzie and Cove might not get along and probably still won't, but they weren't mad at each other anymore. Mom and Mommy weren't upset either. Everything was finally back to normal. With that thought, you retreated to your own room with a spring in your step.
Cute!
Okay. It was very cute.
That's adorable. This game is very cute. Oh my goodness.
Oh, we should save it.
We should save it!
Okay. Let's see. Yay!
Yay!
All
So
right.
cute. Okay, this game is absolutely adorable. I think we're gonna be hopping between this and Catboy Paradise, which is a different vibe. Very good also.
Yeah, that'll keep us busy for a while, I think.
Yes. Okay, what do you think so far? Enjoying it?
I really like it. I think it's pretty high quality for a free game.
Right?
I would at least expect paying maybe like $10 for this game at least. It's not slow, it's just very it's got a lot of description in it.
I think that just feels slower because we're reading it out loud. I'm sure when you're just clicking through it, it feels like ba-da-da-da.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's true. I'm really curious to see where it goes. I think they're really cute. The art is beautiful. Like this screen is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree. The quality of the art and the amount of art in the game is insane for being a free game. And there's so many branching paths that you can take and things inform other things. I'm really, really impressed by the amount of effort that's in this.
Yeah. You could tell the person who made it really cared. You literally get a choice for everything.
Yeah. Which I love. Sharp contrast to the cats are going to emotionally dominate you for an hour and there's nothing you can do about it.
You don't get a choice. You just are.
Beautiful. Okay, should I hop into final announcements or is there...
Yes.
Alright, let me scroll down to the final announcements. Okay, well, thank you to everyone who joined us tonight for, oh my goodness, I'm gonna get the name of this game wrong. What is the name of this game? Our Life, Beginnings and Always?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay, it's a nice long name. Thank you for joining us for Our Life, Beginnings and Always. This is pre-recorded, so if you joined us tonight, we very much appreciate you. We were probably in the chat tonight chatting with you guys. Thank you to any new followers or subs who might have joined us. If you like what we do here at Ink and Lyre, you can follow us on our socials by using command socials, and that'll bring up Sometimes our short rest stuff is a little less by the book. We have a consistent schedule for our actual play shows that I'll get into this for a second, but things like this, me and Dani hanging out and playing dating sims. Sometimes other folks play Elden Ring. Sometimes we play Jackbox. Sometimes we just sit around and chat. Those schedules will go up on our social media. So if you use command socials, then you'll get updated when we are doing stuff like this. Otherwise, you can follow me and Dani. We should be on that list somewhere. We usually run the social accounts, so you'll see us there anyway. If you enjoyed this show or any of the other shows on our channel, please consider supporting us with a sub or use your free Twitch Prime subscription. We bring you a lot of content every week, the 2 actual play shows, and then our goofy short rests, and we've got other things in the work. So a really awesome way to show your support and your love is to give us a sub. Subscribers get exclusive emotes and access to some areas on our Discord that are behind the scenes and stuff like that. You can also catch up on all of our VODs here. Otherwise, you can catch up on all of our shows and videos on our YouTube. So make sure to follow us on YouTube. That's command YouTube. If you want to join us other nights of the week, on Monday and Wednesday nights, we have consistent actual play shows. Monday nights is Fate's End, our homebrew Dungeons & Dragons campaign. Dani and I are both in that one as players. I play Esperise, Dani plays Finalai. We are currently gearing up to get into our final arc. By the time this releases, we might already be in it. Depends how Sieging the Barracks goes, which for us is going to be 2 days from now. So we'll see.
And we're all alive, I'm sure.
Yes, it'll go really well, I'm sure. And then Wednesday night is Iron Valor, which is where we travel through different Wizards of the Coasts modules. We are currently doing the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Dani and I are both in that one as well. I am the Dungeon Master, and Dani plays Snudgach, a goblin thief rogue who can take the cantrips right out of your head. I don't want to get too specific where we are right now because that plot moves very quickly, but they're having a good time with witches. I'll put it that way. Fun times with witches in the Feywild that we have a very goofy time exploring. So that's Wednesday nights at 8:30 Central Standard Time and Monday nights at 7:30 Central Standard Time. That's correct for Fate's End. And we have other shows in the works as well. And again, if you follow us on social media, you'll get updates on all of those things. But I think that's all that I have to yell about for a hot second. So I'm going to toss it to a raid, but good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. Hopefully you join us for the next one.
Yeah, bye.